Good morning, my dear classmate, and good morning, Sir Jerick. I am here to report about my topic, which is relation, and I am focusing my discussion on the definition and basic concept only. The topics covered in these presentations are the following: the definition of relation, representation of relation, types of relation, domain and range of a relation, and the difference between relations and functions. So when we say relation, it is a subset of the Cartesian product, or simply a bunch of ordered pairs or points. In other words, the relation between the two sets is defined as the collection of the ordered pair, in which the ordered pair is formed by the object from each set. Example, the set 2, 1, negative 2, 1, 4, 3, 7, negative 3, usually written in a set notation form with curly brackets. How we represent a relation? There are three ways on how to represent a relation. To write a relation apart from set notation, such as tables, graphing, and mapping diagram. So as you can see in the presentation, the first samples on the left is the representation using the table, while on the middle is representing a relation using a graph, and on the right we have the mapping diagram. Here are the types of relation. We have different types of relation, and these are as follows: empty relations, universal relations, identity relations, inverse relation, reflexive relations, symmetric relation, and transitive relations. When we say empty relation, this relation is a relation when there's no element of set X is related or mapped to any element of X. Then the relation R in A is an empty relation, and also called the void relation. As you can see on as representation, we have R equals the symbol for null set or empty set. For example, if there are 100 mangoes in the fruit basket, there is no possibility of finding a relation R of getting any apple in the basket. So, R is void as it has 100 mangoes and no apples. Next, we have universal relation. Universal relation, if R is a relation in a set, let's say A is a universal relation because in this full relation, every element of A is related to every element of A. Example, R is equals to A, which A is a universal element of, or universal relation from A by A. It's a full relation as every element of set A is in set B. Next, we have identity relation. We can say that the relation is an identity relation if every element of set A is related to itself only. It is called identity relation. For example, when we throw a dice, the total number of possible outcome is 36. Example, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, and so on, 6, 6. From this, if we consider the relation 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, and 6, 6, it is an identity relation. Inverse relation, if R is a relation from set A to set B, examples, R is an element of A times B, the relation R negative 1 or inverse relation is equals to the relation of the ordered pair BA and AB, which are elements of R. For example, if you throw 2 dice, if R is equals to the ordered pairs 1, 2, 2, 3, therefore the inverse of that relation is 2, 1 and 3, 2. Here, the domain is the range and vice versa. The range of the inverse relation and vice versa. Next, we have also reflexive relation. When we say reflexive relation, it is a reflexive relation if every element of set A maps to itself. Example, for every A is an element of A, universal A. Ordered pair A are also elements of R. Symmetric relation. A symmetric relation is a relation R on a set A if AB is an element of R, then BA is also an element of R. For all A and B are elements of A. Transitive relation, if the ordered pair AB is an element of R, BC is an element of R, then AC is also an element of R. For all A, B, and C are elements of A. And this relation in set A is transitive. We also have what we call equivalence relation. Equivalence relation, if a relation is reflexive, symmetric, and transitive, then the relation is called an equivalence relation. Now let's talk about the domain and the range of a relation. If R is a relation from A to B, then the set of all first coordinates of elements of R is called the domain of R, while the set of all second coordinates of elements of R is called the range of R. Thus, if we consider the relation, R is equals to the following set. We have the ordered pairs 1, 2, 4, 1, 4, 3, 2, and 3, 4. Then, the domain are 1 and 3. And also, the range are 2 and 4. So, to further understand this presentation, let us watch this video downloaded from YouTube.
Hi guys, it's me, Teacher Gon. In today's video, we will talk about relations and functions. So without further ado, let's do this topic. We have here the definition of relation. Relation is a set of ordered pairs. So basic guys, relation is a set of ordered pairs. I have here an example of a relation in which, as you can see, I have here 4 different ordered pairs. We have negative 1, 3, the first ordered pair. We have negative 2 and 4, the second ordered pair. And we have negative 3 over 5 for the third ordered pair. And we also have negative 4 and 6 as your fourth ordered pair. Basta isipin nyo lang, when it comes to relation, it is the set of all ordered pairs. And later on, sa next part ng ating video, I will give you the different ways on how to represent a relation. So right now, proceed na tayo sa next terms natin na pag-uusapan natin when it comes to relations and functions. We have here the 2 terminologies. We have the domain and range. Again, domain and range. Domain, or X, is the set of all first coordinates, while range, Y, is the set of all second coordinates. Etong domain natin, guys, is also known as your input. Marirealize nyo, and then this one is your output. Now, pag sinabi natin domain, usually guys, pinapahanap ang domain at range ng isang given relation and even a function sa mga later part ng ating video. So, if I will be asked for the domain of this given relation, sabi sa definition natin guys, again, from our definition, it is the set of all first coordinates. So, hanapin mo ngayon dito, nasan dito yung first coordinates? Remember, kapag meron tayong coordinates, ang coordinates natin ay represented by x. comma, y. So, ang placement lagi ng ating domain or ng x value ay yung unang number sa ating ordered pair. So, dito, sa mismong given relation natin, the domain is 1, ay negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, and negative 4. So, ganito guys, ito yung set of all first coordinates natin. Ito yung tinatawag natin domain. Pero pwede rin nyo rin siyang i-rearrange bilang ganito. We have ascending order tayo, pwede ascending order tayo. We have negative 4, negative 3, negative 2, and negative 1. As you can see, kinuha natin yung first numbers dito. You have here negative 1, you have negative 2, negative 3, and negative 4. Ayun yung domain ng ating given relation. And for the range naman, for the range y, we know na yung range natin is the set of all second coordinates. So, puntaan mo ito yung pangalawang coordinates natin. We have 3, 4, 5, and 6. So, kung i-arrange mo yan, we have 3, 4, 5, and 6. Ito na ngayon yung domain arrange natin. Now, in the next part of our video, I will give you the different ways on how to represent a relation. Okay? So, stay tuned, guys. Now, in this part of the video, I will give you the different ways on how to represent a relation. Yung first natin ay yung by ordered pairs. Ito yung first na binigay ko sa inyo with the definition of a relation. We have here 1, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, and 4, 5. This is the first way on how to represent a relation using ordered pairs. Ang second way natin, or second representation ng relation, ay tinatawag natin table of values. As you can see, I have here a vertical table of values, but you can create a horizontal table of values, but this one, for the sake of our tutorial, ito yung formation natin. For the first part, we have the possible x values or yung domain natin, and yung y values natin or yung range natin. Ang gagawin mo lang to transform this one into a table of values, you need to list down all the numbers of all the values of x, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. And as for your y values or domain, you have 1, 3, 4, and 5. From the given set of ordered pairs, ito na yung equivalent table of values ng ating given relation. And yung third type of representation natin na yung tinatawag nating mapping diagram, wherein given these two ovals, all you need to do is to list down all the numbers or all the values of x here, like this one. You have 1, 2, 3, and 4. And for the y variable, sagay mo to x, and this is your y. And for the y variable, you have 1, 3, 4, and 5. And para makompleto ko yung mapping diagram natin, kailangan yung correspondence niya nakatapat sa kanila rito. From your input or your x value papunta sa y value. And then ito naman, since ka-partner niya si 3, this is 3 to 4, and then ito yung corresponding, 4 corresponds to 5. Ito yung tinatawag nating mapping diagram. And for the last way on how to represent a relation is by the graph. Since tayo ay naka-ordered pair, we can plot these points. We can plot this ordered pair and makakapag-create tayo ng points. Let's have 1, 1. Ito siya. This is your 1, 1. Okay? So, lagyan natin yung coordinates 1, 1. And for the second coordinate, we have 2, 3. 1, 2, and then 3. Ito yung location ng second point natin. You have 2, 3. Next, you have 3, 4. Ito yung next location natin. And then the fourth one is 4, 5. This is 4 and 5. Ito ngayon yung placement ng ating fourth ordered pair. So this is how you represent relations, guys. We have the set of ordered pairs, we have table of values, we have mapping diagram, and graph. So in the next part of our video, I'll be giving you the definition of function and examples of it. Now let's have the different types of relation. Kung kanina, we have defined what is a relation, the domain, range, and we already talked about the different ways on how to represent a relation. Ngayon naman puntahan natin yung different types of relations. We have here the first one, which is yung one-to-one relation. So dito guys, ang ibig sabihin ng one-to-one relation is that if you have set of values for x and set of values for y, meron silang tag-iisang correspondence. Parang ganito lang. Itong 1 natin, it solely corresponds to 2. Itong 2 naman natin, it corresponds to 3. And yung 3 natin, it corresponds to 4. Your 4 corresponds to 5. Kaya siya naging 1-to-1 dahil wala nang ibang correspondence yung bawat elements natin o yung bawat values natin kay x. Okay? And now, for the second one, we have one-to-many relation. Again, magkaiba sila. One-to-many relation, that is different from one-to-one. Obviously, that is different from one-to-one. Ngayon, sir, paano naman po yung one-to-many? So as you can see, we have two different values for x. Or meron tayong domain na 1 and 5. Ang one-to-many natin, let's say for example, 1. Kapag meron siyang correspondence na greater than 1. Okay? So as you can see, yung 1 natin, yung 1 value natin for x, it corresponds to 3 values for y. And yung 5 naman natin, it corresponds to 5 and 4. So ito ay example ng one-to-many relation. And next naman natin ay yung many-to-one. So as you can see, ito naman yung reverse process ng one-to-many, yung many-to-one, in which yung 4 values of x natin, it corresponds to a single output or to a single value of y. Kaya siya many-to-one. So, in the next part of our video, I'll be giving you the definition and examples of a function. Now, let's have the definition of a function. When you say function, function is a relation in which each input x has only one output y. So before we start elaborating this definition, I want you to know this one. Function is a relation. Parang ganito lang yun, guys. Lahat ng functions ay relation. Pero hindi lahat ng relation ay function. Okay? So, mas malaki pa rin yung sakop ng relations compared to function kasi under lang ni relation ang isang function. Now, I have here two different relations. So, check natin alin sa dalawang to ang example ng function as we elaborate this definition. Sabi dito again, function is a relation in which each input x has only one output y. So, I want you to observe the first set of ordered pairs. We have 1, 4, 2, -3, 4, 10. While the other set of ordered pair, we have 1, 3, -2 and 5, 1 and 4. I want you to focus on the x variable or x values. We have here 1, 2, 4. Again, 1, 2, and 4. While on the other relation, we have 1, -2, 1. Again, 1, -2, and 1. As you can see, dito, we have unique values of x na merong corresponding value of y. While on the other set of ordered pairs, meron tayong repetition sa ating x values. Okay? Meron tayong repetition. Ngayon, alin sa dalawang to ang function? This one, this first set is a function. Ito naman, hindi siya makakonsider na function because yung input natin ay may naulit. Kasi for example, yung 1 natin. Yung input natin na 1 ay meron siyang dalawang correspondence which is 1:3 tapos 1:4. In which sabi dito, each input x has only one output y. So dapat walang repetition. So this one is a mere relation or in other words, pwede natin sabihin na relation lang siya. Okay? So clarify ko lang guys ha. Itong first example natin is also isang example of relation. Pero to be specific, this one is classified as a function. Kasi lahat naman niya ng relation. Ito, hindi siya function because meron tayong nauulit na x values. So ito yung formation kapag yung set of ordered pairs ay function. Paano naman sir kapag table of values? So let's say for example, meron tayong table of values dito. Let's have these values. Let's try this one. These are the values of x. And for the values of y, try natin. We have 0, 1, 2, 3, tapos 4, 5, 6, 7. So as you can see guys, kung focus ka ngayon sa x values natin, 0, 1, 2, 3, this table of values is an example of a function. Kasi walang nauulit na x value. Okay? Walang nauulit na x value. So this one is a function. Now, another example, punta natin yung mapping diagram. Let's have sige, we're natin A, B, C. Dito naman, 1, 2, 3. Kung ang mapping diagram nyo ay ganito, automatic function yan. Lalo na kung 1-to-1 yung inyong correspondence. So I hope na natutunan niyo yung yung definition natin ng relation, yung domain range, at yung different ways on how to represent a relation, tapos yung types ng relation, and then yung tinatawag nating function. So wait nyo lang yung mga next videos natin about function kasi mas marami pa tayong ilalabas sa video patungkol sa function kasi napakalawak ng topic na function. So again guys, if you're new to my channel, don't forget to like and subscribe at i-hit na yung bell button for you to be updated sa ating latest uploads. Again, it's me, Teacher Gon. Maraming salamat. Bye-bye!
So that is my report about the definition and basic concept of relation. Thank you very much for listening, and God bless you all.